All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for KFLive number 144. Yes, sir, it is time. And tonight we have special guest Ben Belkin from Jack Wolf Knives joining us in just a few minutes. And I am out of focus here. Come on, there we go. So Ben will be joining us here in a few minutes. And so we're going to have a blast tonight. So there's a few things going on. We're definitely having Ben on, but guys, the channel went over 14,000 subscribers early hours of Sunday morning, just after Saturday night ended, and really cool. So we are going to do some special stuff tonight to celebrate. So that's all I'm going to say right now, but you want to stay tuned all the way to the end, guys. Please just do that and trust me. Now, for those of you that are new here, we're going to have a lot of fun. And for those of you that have been here, you already know that. And I want to thank everybody. Friday afternoon, we had a heck of a live stream and everybody went crazy. And in the super chats and everything. So it was incredible and crazy. Whoops. Hold on. That should not be playing. Okay. And wow, I'm having a rough time. So let's see who's in here, and we will go through that. Crazy Roaches here. Keep the Knife Freak channel member. Tim B, big channel member and awesome moderator. So is Keith. Keith is also a moderator and an awesome one at that. Molon Lobby, North Carolina is here. Mark Clark, thank you, my friend, and another channel member. Ginger Fisher as well. Wow, the chat just went boom like this, like crazy. Thank you, Thomas McDonald. Holy moly. Oh, my gracious. All right. So Bluminati Ninja is starting early, and we're going to try something out for him. Here you go, Bluminati. We'll still do the Dolla Salute, but 5 memberships deserves. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was pretty good. Not bad. I'll try to have that ready. And very cool. So who were our 5 recipients of the memberships? And oh, Father, nope. But hello, oh, Father. Richard Kasner was gifted a membership. Chuck Weaver, Groundfog, Brian Kerr, and Mark Ridgewell. And then we have another super chat. Whoops, not that. Brian Kerr, thank you, sir. Here's the 14K. Thank you. Let's see. All right, that's working. We'll do that. If it doesn't work, then we'll stop. I tried that once before and then stopped doing it. But thank you, Brian Kerr, and to both of you, here is your Dolla Salute. Thank you so very much. If any of those 5 people are a new member, please send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. I think I'm caught up. Yes, I am. I put some in the mail today, and I have one more going out tomorrow to Derek Poppenhagen. And then I am caught up. Whoa! Then I am caught up on the awesome swag packs. But if you're new, send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and I will send you a package of stickers. Whoops, that did not work, Keith. Let's try get Keith a better one. All right, that's my problem. All I can find is on YouTube, and then they end up stuttering and stammering, and yeah, it's dumb. Okay, well, there you go, Keith, and here is your Dolla Salute. Thank you, my friend. 2 weeks of hell coming. We will pray for you, Keith. Sorry to hear that for sure. All right, I have missed everybody. Mike Curtis is here. David Tooley is here. Of course, Keith, Ryan Dye, lots of channel members. There are tons of channel members in here. Justin Ohio is here. Fook Doozle is here. Anasso is here. Sonny Robinson, Tim School of Fish, Rawhead Spear, Wombat Coprolite. Hello, you're new. Hi, welcome. Homer is here. Hello, Homer Feltus. Good to see you. Marcus Gamma. Hello. Good to see you, my friend. Chuck Weaver. James Alton. Hey, James, over there. Right over there. Stephen Wallace. Josh 33025. Hello. Aries EDC. What's going on, man? Good to see you. I saw you opened your books and then are about to close them at the same time. So that's pretty cool. 51 folks in here already. Hit that like button, guys. Make sure you do. We are now at 14,055 subs. If you're new, welcome and thanks for being here. This has been pretty crazy. So really, really cool. Now, don't forget, Ben is joining us near the top of the hour from Jack Wolf Knives. We're going to talk about, oh man, did I spill tea? We're going to talk about this beautiful guy, the After Hours Jack. Very cool knife. We're going to do some talking about that one. So I am very excited. And yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah. Are they available online at that price too, Tim? I would have ordered one. I went to the store and they were out. Hey, Oh Father is a channel member as well. Jay Corskadden, hello. Brian F is here, another channel member. Lots of those. Mrs. C is here as well. Good to see you. Another awesome channel member. Appreciate each and every one of you that do that support the channel any way you can. If you support it with watching the videos and liking them and commenting on them, that's awesome. If you support as a channel member or Patreon, thank you very much. If you support with super chats or however you support the channel, thank you, each and every one of you. Time to wash up and head home. I'll be back. Okay, Rawhead, have a safe drive home. Hey, Craig, what is going on? Good to see you. All right, guys, before Ben gets in here, let's start and see what you guys had in the pockets today. And then we'll talk about what I had. And then it'll probably be about time for Ben to be here. Okay, my tea is too hot. Woo! Do not drink your tea when it's scalding hot. Okay. Seth Fletcher is here, new channel member. Good to see you. I got your sticker pack out today. Yeah, yours went out today. Had to tear up some garbage bread. Okay. All right. All right. Tux Jetstream for Goondocks. That's awesome. Love it. There you go, Steve. Awesome. Blue Jetstream. So we have a Tux and now we have a blue Case Peanut and a Classic SD for Mike. Barely left the house today, but I have my Echo for Fook Doozle. All right, that works. CJRB Echo, pretty awesome. We have a Microburst and an Aries EDC Bloom for Aries. The Bloom is a really cool one as well. Kaiser Jung, I would never know how to say this one. Jungis something. For Sharp Guy, very cool. Welcome. Pink Peanut. I3T in turquoise blue for Mrs. C. All right. Brian Kerr has a Spyderco Tenacious and a Fastback utility. You know, work day and all. Very cool, Brian. Thank you, and welcome to being a member as well. All right. Mr. Rusty Knife Lover. Hello, Rusty. Channel member. Mad Pow. Clothworks. Plaid Hank. Tempest Knives Jetstream. Reverse Tux in 154 CM. Tactile Knife Company, Rockwall and CPM MagnaCut, and a Rough Rider Reserve 0017 Barlow. I have that one. It's tedious. I see that. And as a okay, fine. Evolve EDC Sin and a TW Price Dawn. I love the Dawn. It's a beautiful looking knife. I've never had one in here, but it looks pretty cool. Oh, very cool. Seth got a Manix 2 in the mail today. Mr. Tim B's got a Microburst, a Jetstream in blue, a OITE i3T, Victorinox Classic SD in blue ice. Very cool. Richard Kasner had a Eclipse Harpoon Spanto 3.0 and a Chavez Tac. Very cool, Richard. Another channel member. Awesome. Arcform Saber and 20 CV tan. My card of that one looks awesome. Spyderco Delica for the backup for Mark Clark, another channel member. Mr. McDonald has TS243 from Tucson and a Leatherman Micra. Very cool, Thomas. Nothing in the pockets. Had an unplanned day off and did nothing whatsoever, says Christopher. There you go. James Alton has been a member for 4 months. Thank you, James, very, very much. Here you go. Oh, yeah, listen to that engine. Forget the tires. Just listen to the engine. Let's, oh, come on, pause. Thank you. Don't. All right, thank you. All right, so I got to find a better way to do that than on a YouTube video. So, purple PM2 crew wear for Mr. CB. And by the way, James Alton, thank you for your support. There is your Dolla Salute, my friend. I forget to do both there. Craig with the sheepdog. Very cool. Thank you, Craig. Jay's got a whoa. James got a Spidey titanium smock, a Thai Yojimbo, and a title reciprocity. Very nice. Microburst and a 9K Kaiser Mini Sheepdog Rafir. Congrats. Oh, that's right, Joseph. I forgot all about that. It was the Mini Sheepdog and Rafir. That's right. Congrats on 14K. Thank you very much. Man. Thank you, Donald. Donald, another channel member. Welcome, welcome. Mr. David Tooley's got a Red NAFS Mars Lava carbon fiber lander, white microburst, and a Knives Fast blue jet stream. All right. Got them both in there. Kathleen's got a SAK companion and a mini Praxis. Very cool, Kathleen. Welcome. Hey, Cemetery, what is going on? Even KC. Watch it, mister. All right, fine. Pena Alucard, Pena Apache slip joint, Raylight Titanium Mini Pineapple, Sagaya, and a bid bolt action tie bid by Big Idea Design bolt action pin. Chuck it. Sorry, dude, I butchered that, but good to have you here. Keith has a microburst, a tactile turn pin, a Gill Tech Ruck, and an OITE i3T EOS. Great video today on Instagram, Mr. Keith. Midnight Jack is at a huge discount at Sportsman's Warehouse, 20% off. Very cool. 217 shipped. That's pretty crazy. And he put the link up there too. Hey there, Robert Feely. Good to see you. Donald has the Big Knives Diamici. I hope that's right. Max Ace Black Mirror, Spyderco Native Chief. Very cool. Spyderco Para and Tops Street Scalpel for Cemetery Gates. Mannix is sweet. Mark Ridgewell. Welcome, sir. Blue Microburst and a blue corncob jig case Barlow for James Alton. James, very nice. Microburst, blue Lightning Jetstream Reverse Tux Caviso Keen INI and KC Blue. All right, Sonny, another channel member. Good carry. Para 3, yeah. That's fine. Rex 45, Mannix 2 for Mark Ridgewell, another channel member. Thank you, Mark. Oh, come on. Stop doing that. I hate when you do that. One of these days, I'm going to blow the whole stream up. All right. Microburst, Clydesdale, and Midnight Jack for Robbie W., another channel member. Very cool. Day off is the best time to carry. Right, exactly. Hello, Chicago 23. Blue Jetstream and a Best Tech Beehigh for Robert Feely. I am really sorry. Probably just butchered that royally. Quiet Carry LC Drop Bear, Mini Nightshade Carbon Fiber, and a SIG X Macro for John Hedinger. Hello, John. Limo Stream. There you go. That is Bluminati took a tux and reverse tux and made a all black one, Jetstream, and then he's calling it the Limo Stream. A Clydesdale, a Phoenix, a Quiet Carry 9, a Kaiser Baby, Sheepdog XL, Night Horse, Vampire Jack, Clinch River, Top Dog, T-Bod, and Matty Hanks, Aries EDC Crow, Mini Coins, ProTac 1LAA, Jake's Jank, JN Touchwood. All right, guys, I want to say something right now. If you don't know, Bluminati's going through some stuff, and his way of dealing with it is to reach out to the community and be in here for the rest of us. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Please do. He probably doesn't want me to say all this, but that's okay. Good dude, going through a lot of stuff. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and just reach out every once in a while and check on him, okay? That's all. And Cemetery, no, I already said that. When is a small Jimbo? I don't know. Jimbo Jumbo, you know. Hello, Chuck Weaver. All right, did I miss? Wait, Ultim Vision FG for Crazy Roach. Very cool. Tori Casey. Hello, Tori, another channel member and really cool supporter of the channel. You'll find more about that at some point, not yet. 20.53V, WOG Green Titanium, Skiffs and Lynch for Tori Casey. Very cool. Okay. There's Mr. O Father, has the OLite Warrior 3 O-Pin Pro, i5 TEOS Blue Lightning Microburst. Yes. Junket Genius Hank, and a Rosecraft blade that I forget the name of at the moment. Perfect. Hopefully JB's not here. He'll be like, what? Hello, drink water. Hello, hello. I got some tea instead, but it's got water in it, of course. And it's still hot as heck. Whoa. Burnt tongue. It's all good. All right, I'm skipping ahead. It's on the way, Keith. Calm down. Hey, Freak Show, what's going on, man? NASA says Tempest Blue Jet Stream and Microburst. Other Tucson titanium pen, titanium toothpick, slim nail cutters, Civivi tweezers, OLite Arcfeld laser only. Okay, laser only. I didn't know there was one that was laser only. Keychain, OLite i3T EOS. You mean light and key? I got you, that one. I know which one you're talking about. All right, I'm skipping ahead, and if I missed your carry, please drop it again. I am so far behind, it's not even funny. So I'm going to skip, and if I missed your carry, please drop it again. I know it's a pain. Hey, Lauren, what's going on? There are 67 folks in here, and there's our friend Byron Kennedy. What is going on, Byron? Channel member. Hey, cool dude. All right, so for me today, if you did not see my pocket check, I had the Artisan Arian in Arctic Storm Blue Fat Carbon. Great, just wonderful knife. CB, what is going on? Good to see you as well. Had the, we're going to be talking about this one, whoops, in a minute. This is the, why can't I get the name out of my mouth? I keep wanting to call it the late night jack or something. I don't know. The after hours jack from Jack Wolf in the fat carbon frost. My favorite fat carbon now, no doubt. This is, I like the Arctic Storm, but I don't know. There's just something about this one. I like it, pops more. I don't know. It's kind of got some really cool vibe to it. And then in the awesome Vasti Gator for Melvin Inman. Oh yeah, good call. Oh Father, I'll talk about that momentarily. SC Cincilio in MagnaCut for Loren. Good to see you. All right, and then the last one for me today was the Pioneer Jack from Jack Wolf in this gorgeous slip from Sage Grouse leather. Now, what Oh Father just said is if you guys go down in my description, there's a link to OLite. The OLite sale is open now, okay? So if you're interested in one of the items, matter of fact, about 30 minutes ago, hopefully, I need to look and make sure it dropped. About 30 minutes ago, my video for a new version, of the OLite Rubato in this black Tanto with the red and black Damascus dropped. These are, I want to say 55. I can't remember with the sale, but definitely please use my link. It helps the channel, guys, and it keeps them sending me stuff to check out and do videos on. So please check out my link if you're going to go over there. And then you've got the ever so cool Arc Flex. Now, at first I was wondering if I would really like this, but then I started thinking about situations where you got a desk nearby and you want light to shine in a certain direction, or if you're inside a car and you want to like magnetize this to your hood and then point that, a certain way, or if for me in a rack, and I can put it on the side of the rack and then point it towards the cabling in the back of the rack or whatever. This is cool. I think this is a brilliant idea. Like I said, and it also feels like this is very what's the word I'm looking for? Stable. It does not feel in any way that moving this over and over again is going to break it. It feels very solid. Very cool. So definitely check out the OITE sale. I think there's also an OBI sale, but they didn't send me anything I could show yet. I do have one thing I can't show yet, but at some point I will be able to show it. Mattisfaction, is he in here? Hello, Matty. What's going on, my friend? All righty. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, an update on that. Hey, Alicord, what is going on? Good to see you as well. Hey, Joseph S. Steve O, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. Yeah, you're working, aren't you, brother? Well, thank you for coming by and saying congratulations. I appreciate it. Oh, very cool. And so I like the Phoenix a lot. I have kept it so far. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, there is Rory. Yeah, that picture of that soup looked really good, Rory. I was looking at your Facebook a little bit earlier. Yeah, Paul Bessemer, hello, sir. Channel member says Big Red to 10K. Everybody, don't forget, if you're not subbed to our friend JB Big Red EDC, go check him out. Very cool. What am I kidding about? I don't know what I'm kidding about. No, I love the Phoenix. I'm not kidding about that at all. Phoenix is I kind of felt like I didn't get to touch it at Blade Show because I was doing a video and Crazy K was monopolizing it and not letting me touch it. I didn't mean it. So yeah, I wasn't sure, but when I got it here, I'm like, man, that thing's great, man. Potato chowder. Yeah, we had homemade chicken noodle soup tonight. All righty. All right, we're just waiting for Ben to show up, and when he does, we will be talking Jack Wolf Knives stuff. So very, very cool. Awesome, awesome. And if you missed it earlier, we went over 14K, so there will be some celebrating tonight. I'm not going to go deeper into it, but you definitely want to stick around all the way to the end. And DSKFS has hit this channel hardcore. There are some of the kindest people anywhere watching this channel. I'm going to get emotional talking about it. There's people going through stuff, and there's people that just love being a part of this community and want to give back to you guys and to me, but to you guys. And I think that's awesome. So I'm kind of doing some DSKFS, doing a giveaway from my stuff. And then there might be another one as well, but we'll see. I don't want to give it all away. Salmon cakes and fried taters. There you go. I'm doing good, Matt. Yeah, I'm pretty tired as well. I'll probably start yawning at some point, but I do that a lot of the time. I'm weird. Mattisfaction is Santa? I did not know this. Hey, Big Doug, what's going on, man? I'm just barely sipping my tea because it's so hot. Don't forget, guys, before Ben comes on here, we only have 2 versions. Okay, well, first of all, there are still 2 versions of the Tempest Microburst at tempestknives.com. There is the whatever this is called, the monochrome microburst, and this one, I think there's like 10 or 12 left. Okay, then there is this guy, and there are plenty. There's more than what it says on the website. This is the black blade with the black micarta. There are those left at tempestknives.com. Thank you for those that have bought them recently. And then there are 2 versions of the Jetstream available. There is the blue Knives Fast edition. Hey, Ben, I'll be right with you. The blue, with the micro milling and the 154 cm stonewash blade. These are available. There are only 10 of these left. When they're gone, that's all I'm going to have. Okay. So it's not like I'm holding back. I'm holding back some, but that's for warranty. So if you are interested in a blue Jetstream, it's probably going to be a few days and they'll be gone. So, and then the only other one that's still left is the silver. And I think there's like 37 of these left. This is the silver titanium with the beautiful micro milling. And I've been using this one. You can see, look at the tape goo on the blade. The stonewash blade. Very, very cool. Yep. And bam. Okay. So those are the ones that are still left. So definitely check it out. What'd you say, Chuck? Oh, Chuck, look, nobody in here has to apologize. If you can't get something because you got something else, we all have to make choices all the time. Please don't worry. Yeah, I agree with that. The silver one would be a great canvas to do whatever you want, and there are already people doing that. So there's been a bunch. All right, let's bring Ben in here and see what we got going on in Jack Wolf land. What's up, Mr. Ben?
What is up?
There he is. You're in a different setting. You're in front of the fireplace. Okay, I see it.
No, I am in a different setting. I keep kind of getting relocated. So I had to set up a little picnic table, and I'm in my living room.
Okay. Yeah, well, welcome, my friend. And you guys know what it means when Ben comes on the stream. It's time to talk about a new Jack Wolf knife. And unless you've been in a hole somewhere, you probably know that it is the After Hours Jack. This Friday at theaters near you. Look at the black one. That is so cool looking. So let's talk about what you're showing right there real quick. So these are obviously a bolster lock because they've got a piece of cover material over part of the lock bar. And in the one that Ben's got, the two titanium ones, those are actual frame locks. That's the first time, right?
It's the first Jack Wolf frame lock.
Frame lock, yes, sir. So very cool. I didn't even think about that till after I picked. I still would have picked the Frost. I was saying, I'm pretty sure this is my favorite fat carbon now. When I first saw Frost at Blade Show, I'm like, holy crap. And those prototypes I showed you the other night, the picture of, I wanted Frost, but they didn't have any Frost for the prototype. So may still do Frost, but yeah, this is beautiful. Just gorgeous. The black is too, though.
I'm really liking the carbon fibers that have white in them. It's just a really
doing it.
It is. It's just a really nice contrast.
Blue, right?
Yeah, it offsets it, and you have all these grays and silvers in the knives in general. The stuff we do.
So I was showing Arctic Storm. Whoops, might help to have it on camera. You see how the blue, you see the blue, but the blue just pops with that white. I don't know, but it's cool. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you pretty much said it. It just creates a really cool level of contrast when they put white in.
Yep. Very, very cool. And my camera's actually helping out tonight and focusing. This is really nice. So, yeah, just a beautiful. Now, if you guys don't know, if you're new around these parts, Ben, we'll back up here for just a minute. So this is the Midnight Jack. So this is what was this, like number 2 or 3 maybe, or 4, somewhere in there?
Let's see. It went Sharpshooter, Laid Back, and then it was going to be Little Bro, but that got delayed, and then it was Midnight. So number 3.
Yeah, 3 technically, but it would have been 4, right? Mm-hmm, so this, what you see here, is a scaled up and locking version of the Midnight. So, and it's called the After Hours Jack. You get it? Midnight, After Hours. Come on! Yep. Look at that blade. Sheesh!
Yeah, the hand satin is really good. I wish I had better light in this room, but
that's
a really nice frame lock.
That is pretty. So that is gray jigged, correct?
Jigged, dark blasted, jig tie.
Right. I call it gray, but you're right. Dark blasted. Yeah, you're right.
And then it's got dark blue anno.
Do you know how they do that?
What?
Your finish color I mean, how the dark blasted like that? Is it just the
depends
material
on
they're blasting with?
The media.
Gotcha.
Yep. And I think it's aluminum oxide.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's got pros and cons. I think the pro is obviously the color. And the cons is it's going to snail trail easier than a glass blast. And a glass blast is going to look more silver.
Yeah. Understood.
But one thing I want the lefties in the audience to know is this is my left hand, and I can flick this thing open all day long because the lock bar is kind of skinny relative to the rest of the frame. So you got plenty of room for your thumb.
And you've got long pulls on both sides, so all of us can do this. And I think that's super cool. And of course, the original just being a slip joint, I mean, not just, but being a slip joint, only had it on the one side. Oh, there we go. Rusty Knife Lover has been a member for 2 years. Nice, Rusty. Thank you. There is your Dolla Salute. We're doing a new thing, or at least trying out a new thing tonight. Don't know if this will last because it's due, but here you go, Rusty. All right, man. There you go. It worked that time. Oops, and now it wants to play again. And then we got Chuck It, who's been a member for and Ginger Fisher, member for 5 months. Ginger Fisher and Chuck It, member for 2 months. Awesome, guys. Thank you. You're making me.
He wants micarta. It's I did a lot of micarta, and it was always sitting around. So not the easiest thing to convince me anymore. But I mean, eventually I'd like to roll it back in, but maybe using some different stuff because frankly, I'd have to buy a ton of that green, black, and natural, and I'm not going to do that. But that doesn't mean there's not other micarta out there. So I think enough time has gone by that I'm willing to start considering maybe doing one variant if I can find the right stuff. But it's not going to be, but it's just not going to be, I'm not going to be able to charge less for it in that case.
Understood.
Yep. And we'll see if people will put their money where their mouth is on that one.
Yeah. So there is your Dolla Salute for both Ginger Fisher and Chuck It. And here is your, see, that's what I'm telling you. I got to find a better way to do this. Skips. All right. There you go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Urban Woodsman's in the house as well. Hello. Oh, now here's the one we need to talk about. So
look at that.
People were kind of surprised when I have 2 other Kierites that I didn't pick that one up. And that is flipping.
Look at how good the polish is on that.
Yeah.
It just reflects. Yeah. This stuff
the depth.
Badass.
I mean, that's that one right there more than any of the others. You kind of see the depth of the black, if you know what I mean. Because the yellow's a little more transparent and so it looks like you got this depth from the black that's just ridiculous looking.
Yeah, if you pair these Kierites with the black swirls, with these lighter offsets, like you said, like this green is lighter than the purple, so it really brings the black out, and then ties nicely with the black metal treatments. And then there's a green.
I didn't even. And look at the black blade. Let's see that whole thing there. Ooh. And what did you do for a backspacer color? Green. Yep. The light green there. Yep.
Yeah. And the green really changes in the light. It's kind of like a mint, but if you get it in the right light, it goes darker, like a pure green. Kind of fun. Are there going to be Jack Wolf branded Northwood slips this time around? So, hey, now that we got a group here, I'd be curious to have a conversation about what people think about how I sell those slips, because the fact of the matter is the demand for those is always going to outstrip the supply, because Troy's a one-man band with a full-time job and a new baby. So he closed his books for a while because he had to. Yeah. So the question is, are there going to be some? The answer is yes. And I've got a drop of, so let me take a step back. We have 4 sizes of Northwood slips. There's extra large. That's going to be the locking knives. And then there's small, medium, large, and those cover the slip joints. And the medium ones cover the most. And there's some crossover. But nonetheless, I've got some coming from him soon, an extra large, which will work for these. And then I've got some coming that are going to work for the slip joints. Now, fair isn't maybe the right word, but what happens is obviously the people who can get them the quickest get them, right? And then leaves people disappointed. So like, do I do a lotto in my Facebook group? Do I do, what do you do? I'd be curious what people think about that. Like, should I just make them first come, first serve, and that's that? Would I do polish my Carta? I suppose I would. I'd have to prototype it first. I do like it.
The polish my Carta is really nice on a slip joint. I like that a lot. Everybody's saying check with Lancelot Leather, but he's a one guy. I don't know how many he can make.
And then here's the thing: there's plenty of guys that can make a leather slip for you, but if you want one with the Jack Wolf stamp, then that's got to come from me. And like Troy's books aren't always open, so when I drop them, you can get it right then and there. But I get I don't want to say angry emails, but like people get disappointed they can't get them, and that's like, man, I don't do well with that. I don't like letting people down.
No, you definitely don't.
So the question is there a more fair way to do it, or do you just make it first come, first serve, and not try to please everybody?
Yeah, Robert Raynon says, I like first come, first serve, but no matter what you do, someone will be upset. They're saying first come, first serve, but get a second choice, a second source.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so on that note, I'm working on getting more leather slips into the store. Like I'm talking to River right now to get something going. I'm talking to a couple other people because clearly there's a demand for quality leather, and it might as well use to my advantage my brand, which is the Jack Wolf head, and people seem to really like that on the leather. But I can't just rely on Troy. He can't make enough of them. So I'm going to try to, it could take me about 6 months, but I want to try to make it so that Troy's not the only choice from Jack Wolf.
Yep. That makes sense. Very, very much.
Untimed multiple drops. Yeah, like break it up into chunks. I understand that. That's actually a pretty good idea.
That's not terrible at all. Just an announcement, they're here.
Yeah, and there's just not that many guys. Like usually when I get slips from Troy, there'll be 30. Okay, but I could probably sell 100. So that's the issue.
Yep. And then you got somebody saying to announce them in advance. So
get into the drop on time. I feel you there, Andrew. Yeah, that's true. Well, and that's one thing we've always done in the Facebook group is we give you a little sneak peek of things in the Facebook group. But realistically, if I do that, the Facebook group will buy them all.
Oh, I like that one.
Right.
Good. I like it.
Well, Casey, that's what you could do.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, if you had a slip.
Yep. So Ben, we forgot to tell everybody the most important part about the after hours, that when you asked me what was next, I guessed it.
You did. You guessed it.
And as I always say, a blind squirrel finds a nut.
That's right. So now I will tell everybody, you are going to get a slip with your after hours because we had a little bit of a slip behind the scenes.
And it has a Jack Wolf logo on it.
And it does have a Jack Wolf. It's certainly not as cool as the custom ones, but you will have a slip right out of the gate because we had a little bit of we had a happy little accident.
Even with the clip, it fits, but it sticks out just a little bit. But if you take the clip out, I think it would do even a little bit better.
And you can jam it in there a little deeper, but
there we go. Yeah, you're right.
So everybody's going to get one of these, and they weren't supposed to be there. We had a happy little accident in production, and there was the message did not get through to the person who needed to hear it, that even though they were supposed to know better from packaging the gunslingers, these all went out with the after hours, which was not awesome for me, but it's awesome for you guys.
There you go.
That could have screwed me up pretty bad because it could have put me low on stock. Like, I don't think it's any surprise there's a slip joint coming next month, right? So if I didn't have the slips I needed for that slip joint, it would have really sucked. But fortunately, can you imagine? It's like, now what? But fortunately, I had put in an order for more of these slips a couple months ago, and they just arrived today. I was like, thank the Lord.
That would have been not so good, man.
Oh, that's super frustrating.
Yeah, I can't imagine Ben's veins popping out of his neck if he had to postpone a drop for a month. Because
Goondocks asked if all Jack Wolf comes with slips. Goondocks, all the slip joints come with slips, but I don't typically put slips with the locking knives because so many of them will just go unused. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I think 8 out of 10 people or more are going to use their pocket clip and have no intention of slip carrying this thing. So it's just, it's not an efficient.
In both cases, I've carried these on the clip. So
what
that does, just for those of you not thinking this way, what that does is it allows me to then have this on the pocket and this down in the pocket. So, Pioneer, by the way. So that's what I had today. So very cool. Go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. That's just it. It's just, I don't want to be wasteful with resources. And so made the decision not to include slips with the locking knives, but as a lucky deal, the after hours is coming with a slip. I sent you a link to another maker. Thank you, Alice. I'll take a look at that after the stream.
Very cool.
Someone said there are those of us that do not social media. I understand that. You just choose not trying to be rude about it, but you always could. So we can't, like I said, it's hard to please everybody. It's hard to reach everybody. We have an email list and we do promote things to the email list, but with the email list, there's 5,000 people on the email list. So if I send 5,000 emails for 30 slips, I will get 100 emails of pissed off people. So it's like, that's what really got me the last time was like, holy crap. Like, the negative energy that came back to me really wasn't worth it. I didn't want to piss all those people off.
Yep. Very, very, I mean, I'm glad you had enough slips for the next one. Boy, that would have been, that makes my head hurt.
I know, man. I was like, trying to solve the problem that wasn't there. And I was like, thank God
thankfully you don't, it's not a problem. So that is really, really cool.
The problem that remains was thousands of dollars in slips. It wasn't hundreds, it was thousands that went out the door.
If you're like me, you're doing the per knife cost in your head and you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah. And so then the person who made the mistake, like, am I supposed to eat this mistake? Like, you knew better. So then I got to resolve that issue. And it's part of the business side of things that aren't beautiful.
Oh no, it's super ugly. And if it happened around here, it would just be me. So
right.
I've done a few of those. Not quite like that, not to that scale. Good Lord. Look at Grumpy coming in here, dropping stuff in there. Thank you, Grumpy. Grumpy is also a mod. I appreciate you, brother. And Dan B. Oh, yeah, here you go. Dan's trying to trap you, Ben. You forgot to say what next month's is, Ben.
I already told you it's a slip joint. That's way more than I ever tell anybody.
That was good. Yep. Happy accident. And you get a Christmas bonus if you buy one. So there you go. That is pretty stinking cool.
It's our holiday gift to y'all.
Accidental holiday gift, but
that's right.
Double D10. Hello. All right. Ben, let's do, hold on, present. So guys, a couple of things we always talk about, and I want to do it now before I forget. Number one, make sure you go over to Jack Wolf Knives, and there you can see you can see a lot of stuff here, Ben. Let's talk for a minute. We've got the 5 variants, $349.99. You've got skiff bearings that fit, and then you've got the artwork for the after hours jack. So very cool.
Yeah,
stuff
I
there.
decided I was tweaking my website, and I was like, not everybody tunnels through your website, goes down all the different hallways. And so I was like, I think a lot of people don't even know they can buy this artwork, because I have a product area of all the artwork together, but I added them to the knife collections so people can hopefully pick those up. Dude, I had a guy buy 5 frame posters the other day. I was stoked.
Oh,
And then the way it works is there's a company called Printful, and like the order goes straight to them, and then they make it and ship it. It only takes like a couple days. But you get an email from Printful that like shows you what it costs you, and then it shows you like what the customer paid, and then shows you your profit. I made -$5 on that sale. I was like, oh man. So just so you guys know, I'm making nothing on those frame posters. I just want you guys to be able to get them. But if you buy 5, I'm gonna lose money. So take advantage of that deal. Happy little accidents.
Another one. You just got accidents going on all over. Yeah. And then the second thing on this website you should know is if you go up here to the top and you click on the bar, you can, I'm zoomed in, but you get a list of the authorized dealers. If you don't know where these are available, it's a lot of places, okay? Even in Europe, even in South America, even in Australia and Brazil. So definitely check it out. Lots of places to go get these. They will not be available on Jack Wolf website. That's just right. at the dealers. So there you go. And the next thing, Ben, tell us about your Facebook group, because I always forget to let you do that. So let's do it now.
We have a really great Facebook group. It's called Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide, and we're getting close to 2,000 members. My philosophy on Facebook, I actually spend more time on Facebook than Instagram. I think my peer group is there more. And I don't know, I think I just like the platform because there's a lot of funny stuff on Facebook, but there's also a lot of bullshit on Facebook and like people being real negative. So there's none of that in our group. I want to get that across now. Like, I don't tolerate any of that. And so we've got a really good climate in there, and there's enthusiasts showing their pictures, talking about their knives. There's a really good buy-sell trade. As you guys know, the secondary market's super soft right now. So if you wanted to get into a Jack Wolf below retail, that's where you want to do it. And there's been you're going to be able to find a trusted seller because there's a lot of regular routine posters in there. So anyway, just a cool spot. And there is benefits to being in that group. Like, we did the Hank drop on Friday, and the Facebook group got it announced first, and then we posted it on Instagram second. So it's one of those world isn't fair things. We do give a little bit of preferential treatment to the Facebook group because that's where the real dialogue is happening.
Yep. Very cool. And then giveaway going on right now.
Yep. So we have probably one of the best giveaways we've ever done. So we're doing, I think we're doing the jigged after hours. I can't remember. It's Purple Haze. Yeah. I think it's Purple Haze. I think the jigged one's coming next. So we're giving away an after hours, and then Arcane Design, which is Israel Backus. We swapped knives at Blade West so that we could like take pictures with each other's stuff and make Instagram posts. And so once we got all our pictures and stuff done, I said, hey, Israel, what do you think about if we give away one of mine and give away one of yours, and we do a collaborative giveaway? And he was like, dude, that's awesome. That's a great idea. So we're drawing 2 winners. It's like $700 worth of knives, that's getting given away. I think awesome. The giveaway ends Saturday. Yep. So you can sign up for that. jackwolfknives.com/pages/giveaway.
There you go. Very cool. I wanted to make sure I got that in before I forgot, and it was at the end, and you're like, well, exactly. Wait. Okay. All right. Real quick. I'm going to take an advertising break here, Ben. So guys, as we said, we're celebrating going over 14,000 subs tonight. And you know what that means on the Knives Fast channel. So first of all, for giveaway number 1, yes, there are 2, you need to use this hashtag. 1 entry per person, guys. Don't log into multiple accounts. 1 entry per person. U.S. mailing addresses only, okay? And So hashtag 14K with the capital K, of course, is your first. All right, we'll keep talking, and let's see. I'm trying to get us in the right place.
Casey, while you pull that up, I'm gonna go get some.
Okay, sounds good. That is not the right. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So very, very cool. And that is for giveaway number 1. We'll let that run for a few minutes, and then we will see what it is we're giving away. And then you want to stick around for giveaway number 2, DSKFS time for sure. Big time DSKFS time, and a really cool giveaway. So please stick around. That one is coming towards the end of the live stream. But we'll talk about it sooner than that. But yeah, for this one, 14K is your hashtag.
Casey, have you ever like bought a gift for a family member, but like maybe it was for you, but you just kind of told them that it was for them so you could get it?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Another puppy.
Dude, look at this guy right here.
Yeah, he is super cool. Look, hold on, we got to bring you up here. All right, Jim, I'm not forgetting your chat here. I will come right back to it, but we got to see the puppy first. Jim Miller with 5 memberships, guys. We'll see who got those in a moment. Look at name for this one.
This is Louie.
Louie, what's up, Louie? Louie, that is cool.
Yep.
Is he always chill like that?
Well, I told the breeder I wanted like the most mellow one you could find me. And so waited for like 2 different litters, and then he's like, I got it. He's like, I got the mellow one you wanted. So we went down there over the weekend to pick him up.
Very cool. All right, real quick, Jim Miller, 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Jim. There's your Dolla Salute. And they went to Wayne Samardzich. Wow, Wayne, I'm sorry. Neil Drake, Ed, Robert Raynone, and John Hedinger. If you guys are new, send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and I will get you some channel stickers. Jim, you are the man. I almost forgot to do the new thing, Ben. Here we go. Hold on. Here you go, Jim. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know. I got to come up with a better way to do it. That doesn't work. But Jim, thank you so much, my friend. And look at Louie. Louie is the coolest, man. That is awesome.
Oscar's going to get real sad if I don't put him back. It's interesting introducing him to the other dog, because the first thing Oscar wanted to do is just dominate him, like climbing on his back and pushing him around and biting, like nibbling on his ears and stuff. I was like, do I let him do this? Or like, what do you do here? I'm like, I think I got to just let nature sort itself out.
Trying to pull that. There we go. Gosh, I only did 32 different things to get that off the screen. Yeah, we're up to 101 folks in the chat. People, I don't know how this works, but somehow, some way, the YouTube world knows there's a giveaway going on, even if they're not watching at the time. And then suddenly the viewer count goes up. But please, guys, be fair to everyone and only log into one account. I mean, it is not fair. You're the only one that's going to know for sure, but, it's just not right. Just log into one account and be fair to everybody, please.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. Matt, I have there's nothing I can do to combat it, man. Guys, you please, seriously, it is not fair to do that. So if it is alternate accounts, shame. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I can't do anything about it. We talk about it all the time, and people still do it. So sorry to those of you that play the game straight. But I hope and pray you continue to play it straight. Go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you about a scam I encountered recently.
Okay.
So I get a message, customer service email. Hey, Ben, I bought this little bro and I broke the blade. I snapped the blade off in a block of cheese.
And you told me about this.
Yeah, okay. So dude snaps a blade off in a block of cheese. And I'm thinking it's feasible, I suppose, So I say, all right, well, do you have a picture? Like, I'm curious to see, like what did it break at the sharpening choil? Like, what happened? No, my wife threw it away because she didn't want the kids to get hurt with it like I did, was what he said. Okay. Hopefully you didn't get hurt too bad. I'm like, which color was it? Oh, it's the Kieranite. Okay. So do you have proof of purchase? And he sent me, like, I have some dealers that sell on eBay, but they don't do auctions and they have to sell at the retail price. So he sent me like an eBay receipt, and I recognized my dealer who sells on eBay. So it looked pretty good. And I said, all right, man, I'll send you another one, because I don't ever want people to be disappointed. So he's like, all right, well, just ship it here because I'm going to be out of town. I'm like, okay. And it ended up, he had me ship it to another one of my dealers, which I didn't pick up on it right away because it didn't have, I'm not going to say who. It had his personal name, but not his business name. So I didn't pick it up right away. And I'm going 100 miles an hour. So anyway, I shipped the knife off, and it just was weird, but I just onward and upward.
Yeah. Right.
So then I get a message from that dealer like, what's up with Mark McNair's knife? And I'm like, call me. And so he calls me up, and I start telling him the story. He's like, dude, that's not Mark McNair. I'm like, what is going on? He's like, this guy's in like Lebanon or something. And he has been selling me knives for a while, every once in a while. And it always was weird, but I could never really prove he was doing anything wrong. He's like, but now that this happened, like, I know what he's doing. Like, he's contacting brands to get knives sent to him under warranty, and then he's selling them to me. He's like, we're gonna bust this guy. So he called him out on it, and he had a million different excuses. Like, he's a dishonest individual, obviously.
Wow.
But it was just like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating.
Yeah, I had one time that was a giveaway winner that suddenly, when I'm about to send it, told me to send it to their daughter's house, and it felt very fishy. And I still don't know what came out of that, but I'm pretty sure it didn't go to that person. So I don't know what happened with it and how, but it was something. It sounded very similar to what I tried for 10 minutes to figure it out, and I just did the same thing. At some point, there's nothing we can do. I mean, of course you guys did do something, but up to that point,
it was just a good coincidence that the dealer he was selling these to was a dealer who does business with me. Otherwise, right, like, he would have never tripped up. And if he had a proxy, someone else that I was forwarding the stuff to, we would have never caught him. Keith said, my knife broke. Can you send me a new one? I need photographic evidence, and I need an invoice that's not photoshopped. Because then when I went and looked at the invoice, I was like, this is terrible work. Like, how did I not see this doo-doo invoice he made?
Doo-doo invoice.
Just doo-doo.
Keith sent me some pictures of some knives he's working on. Keith, those are really cool. I was like, what is that? What did I miss? Oh, come on, Matt. Mattisfaction. You need to learn. Do me a favor, Ben. Drive by Mattisfaction's house tomorrow and egg it for me, would you?
It's going to cost you, Casey. I got a lot to do.
I'll send you some eggs and a couple $100. No, I won't send you that. But anyway, poor Matt. He's always picking on me. Did he provide photos? No, he didn't have photos of the broken knife.
Yeah, and I let that slide.
He could have photoshopped them.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I mean, like, you want to think that people would not go through all of that to lie about something like, how is this worth your time? But then, like, you got to have enough common sense to know, like, they're not just doing it to you. They've got 40 of these emails out there. Hold on, someone's knocking at my door.
Sure, Aries, absolutely, man.
Let me mute it.
Oh, you're good. I'll go ahead and do this drawing while you're doing that. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and well, if I can get this back on the screen. So if you have not entered yet for this giveaway, you have about 2 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and draw for this one. And let's see what it is. All right, that and that. All right, so this one involves just a Tempest Knives and Knives Fast sticker pack, okay, and a knife. And it happens to be a Tempest knife. And the one we are giving away for this time around is a Black Micarta and Black Wash Microburst. Let me pull myself up full screen for a moment. So, whoa, or not. Yeah. So this particular giveaway is the Black Micarta and Black Wash Microburst. So that is what you're going to get if you win this time, a sticker pack and a Black Micarta. And again, this is all to say thank you guys for helping me get to 14K subs. And yeah, just trying to get some Tempest products out there. Oh my goodness. And right in the middle of this, our buddy Bluminati Ninja has given 5 more memberships. There are not going to be any people in this chat that aren't members shortly. Let's put Ben back in here if I can figure out how to do this again. There we go. Bluminati gave memberships to Pedro Armstrong, Steven Johnson, Justin Ohio, Blockbuster, EDC, and Grumpy. Same as always, guys. If you've not been a member and you want some stickers, send an email to knivesfast@gmail.com with your name and your address, and I will eventually send you some stickers. Man, my freaking pillow is falling all over the place here. All right. So thank you, Bluminati. Here is your Dolla Salute. And, of course, your squealing tires, if I can make it work. Here we go. I don't understand what's doing that. There you go. Thank you very much. Gosh, so unpolished, but it's okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and draw for this one in 30 seconds. So if you are not in, it looks like there are 94 entries. So I'm going to draw for this in, let's just do this, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! All right, we're drawing for this first winner, and then we'll move on and talk to Ben for some more before we go on to the second giveaway. Kirby Smith. Kirby Smith is our winner of the Tempest Microburst. Kirby, you need to also send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, with your name and your address, and I will get this microburst and pack out to you. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations to Kirby Smith. Very nice. All right. We'll get this off of here, and now we'll talk to Ben some more.
We've been watching Ren and Stimpy, me and my son.
There you go. What's he think?
He likes it, dude. It's like you gotta it took like a second for him to kind of get on board with it, because it's different from all the stuff on today.
Yeah, of course.
Once he got sucked into it, dude, it's hilarious, man. And I forgot how good the episode is, Stimpy's invention. With
okay.
It's the end of the first season. Ren puts the like happy helmet on Ren, and it starts to drive him crazy, and that's when they do the happy joy dance.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my favorite is still the don't touch the red button, but
the animation is so good.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. King of the Hill is coming back. Interesting.
Dude, we've been watching the updated Beavis and Butthead on Paramount Plus. Like, Mike Judge is killing it, dude.
Oh, I didn't know if that was back on. I had no idea.
There's like a couple seasons of new episodes right now, but my wife was like, he's watching too much Beavis and Butthead right now because, first of all, it's not necessarily appropriate for an 11-year-old, and then second of all, too much of it, you start talking like that. So my wife's like,
no. So he's walking into class going, hey, and his friends are going, what the heck are you doing?
Everything sucks. Oh, this sucks. So I was like, we need to watch Ren and Stimpy instead.
Oh gosh. And Ed and Eddie, I remember that one too. That's a while ago as well. Yeah, Kirby, very cool. Just make sure to send me that email and I will get it out to you. The history eraser button, yes. Oh gosh, yeah. So all kinds of crazy stuff. That's funny. So guys, again, don't forget. Again, these are at dealers, and don't break this off in a hunk of cheese. That's the moral to the story. I've been doing, Ben, I don't know if you've seen them, but I've done some shorts the last few days of this guy doing some cutting. What I think about the locking ones more than the fact that they're locking is I end up with more blade. Okay.
Yeah,
and so
bigger.
it's a heck of a slicer, but man, is this ever a utility cutter? And I've been doing a bunch of different shorts with, oh gosh, Big Red, have a good one, man. He's headed back to work. And thank you, sir, for your Dolla Salute. I mean, thank you for your super chat. And there is your Dolla Salute, if I can talk. And this will not work, but we'll try it anyway. It worked that time. It worked that time just for you, JB. All right. So there you go. Thank you, Big Red, very much. Guys, again, like we said earlier, if you're new around these parts and you don't know who Big Red EDC is, go check him out and give him a sub. Watch some videos. He's trying to get to 10K ASAP. So please give him some help. Ed Smith, hello. So the 5 varieties, again, guys, of these are the Fat Carbon Frost, the what's the best way to say it, Ben, on that one? The
Jig Titanium.
Jig tie, yeah, thank you. Wow.
With dark
I couldn't
blue
get it out of my mouth. And again, this
blade.
is right, hand satin blade, and one of the first 2 frame locks in the Jack Wolf family. The second of those is the
we call this
black on black.
Yep. Black hardware, black frame, black blade. Stealth bomber.
Stealth bomber. I like it.
It looks like a stealth bomber, dude.
Yeah, it does very much, man.
And
with
then we've got
put two of them back to back. Have the wing coming out here. Yep.
Toxic green kieranite, green backspacer, DLC metal.
Oof. Yeah. That's so pretty. Jim, I'm sorry to hear they lost your Fenrir, man. Hopefully you'll get resolution to that.
Purple haze.
Purple haze. That's beautiful as well.
With purple anode.
And the black, everybody's saying it is just stunning. It just looks, I honestly, I was a little surprised myself. I now have 2 black ones. I've got the purple with the black blade and the black vampire. I never thought I would like that look in a slip joint, and it is so freaking cool. It is. I almost went with that when you asked me, but I was like, man, I gotta have blue. I want the blue, and I'm glad I did because it looks stunning.
There seems to be like a really good mix here that doesn't have one standout that everybody wants. Like sometimes that happens, but on these, they're pretty well distributed. I think I still think the bolster locks.
Yeah.
I think the bolster locks in general will outsell the frame locks as far as speed. Hopefully they all get sold, these are a little heftier. They're like, these are 2.8 ounces and these are like 3.1. So there's a little more meat in them, which some people prefer.
Right. Very cool, Tim. So you're going to have to get one of these then.
I could have milled. I mean, maybe in the future I could mill some weight reduction pockets in these.
Yeah.
If people give me the feedback they're too heavy, it'd be easy to do. But I think they feel good.
Keith, I don't think you're going to have a problem with it, man. He's going to pop a bunch of zip ties tomorrow with this feel good.
Yeah, let me know, Keith. But that thing's a zip tie. He's going to chew them up real good.
Yep, it should.
Jeremy uses his to break down all kinds of stuff at his job. Zip ties.
Yes, he does.
And pallet corners.
Yeah, when we were working on QC and the jet streams, he was cutting everything in sight with this Feel Good. He really was. And his Benny's clip. He had them both that night. So he loves that Benny's clip. No, you don't get an after hours jack for being on the stream, JD. Nope, but good to see you. Good try. Hey, B Shady, what's going on? But they drop on Friday. They're $349 in those 5 varieties. There's also skiff bearings on Jack Wolf's website and artwork available as well. So very, very cool. Very cool. So Ben, what else you want to tell us about this one in particular? And then we can go on to some other ideas and thoughts, but I want to make sure we haven't forgotten anything.
I don't know. Let's so if you have a gunslinger,
I do.
There's a little bit of difference. You've got a heavier blade, so it's got a different acoustic where the after hours is more of a thwack and the gunslinger is more of a ting. But the benefit of the more meat in the blade is it drops more. Like it's more drop shutty.
Yep.
That's just a nature of the physics involved with a heavier blade. But they're both, it's really easy to operate.
Yep.
And I think it pairs well with the gunslinger. Like it'd be fun to own them both.
Yep.
Because you have 2 different blade shapes and 2 different acoustic treatments. So they make a fun pair. We do get that question from time to time.
And kind of 2 different ergonomic experiences because you guys know with a gun stock pattern, you kind of get that 2 up, 2 down kind of feel. With this guy, you get a very simple but elegant Barlow handle that's nice and rounded. And so, yeah, very interesting there for sure.
One issue we had with gunslingers after the fact was they're ground so stinking thin that like the centering, I had a few centering issues with customer knives, and like they'd be centered up. Yeah, I mean most of them are fine. I'm just saying they were ground so thin that either they moved after the fact a little bit, or when guys were cutting with them, they would want to bend a little bit. Or just when they got taken apart and put back together, they never found the same place. But I think that is not going to be an issue on these because of the way this grind is.
Right.
How much bigger
Robbie,
is it?
I got you. I got you, Robbie. Oops. Can I line it up, please? There we go.
Yeah, the Midnight
it's not huge difference, but go ahead, Ben.
So Midnight is I think about 3 3/4. And the after hours is 4.2, so about a 1/2 inch bigger in handle, and then the blade is probably a little over a 1/4 inch longer.
And of course it's let's see, yep, a little bit thicker.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can see that, not much.
I tend to think that those 2, I tend to think that the size of this, in my opinion, is the Goldilocks size for a locking knife, and the size of the Midnight is the Goldilocks size for a slip joint.
That makes sense.
That doesn't mean it's everybody's preference, but it suits, I think, the largest majority of people.
Thank you, Tim. Yep. Man, everybody's talking about losing knives in the mail. That's like, hey, Bud Z's 101. Good to see you. Yeah, I love your Jetstream. Very cool. Welcome. Yeah, we are getting low. If you want a Jetstream, especially if you want a blue, there's about 10 blues left. So if you want a blue Jetstream, you either need to wait a few minutes or you need to buy one, if that makes any sense. That was a hint for you there.
Dude, I had 2 dealers boxes show up late because of the mail, but they got them.
Now I haven't said much about that yet. These are dropping Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys don't know when they're. You like that, Tim? If you don't know, it's Friday at 2 p.m. is when these are hitting. So at the dealers. And I would say if you want, I personally been saying he's hearing a lot, but I personally say if you want the Kieranite, I think that's going to go first. That's my guess. I don't know. So what do you think about this? What do you think about this idea? A 3.3 inch locking Jack Wolf.
Well, we're not too far off.
For what knife? You have a suggestion for what knife you would prefer to see that in, Andrew?
The Gunslinger was, I want to say 3.25, and this one's 3.15. Okay. So we're not that far off to 3.3. I mean, it'd be about there. Yeah, it's just, Andrew, like the way it would do it is if I was scaling up one of my slip joints and I scaled the blade to be that big, then what does the handle look like?
Right. Right.
So you're kind of balancing the blade to handle ratio is not exactly the same on every knife. So you're just kind of balancing the overall length as it relates to the blade length and or the handle length. So I would, if it made sense, I'd have a blade that big. I mean,
and now you want one less than 3 inches. Man, you can't get them all, Ben. I'm sorry.
Well, Kevin made the same comment in his video. And the thing when you start getting small like that, unless if you were trying to scale it down to be that small, you start ending up really tight in this pivot area. You got to fit a bearing in there and a stop pin and a blade with the track and all that. So if you crunch this down too small, you can't fit it all in there. Now you could take a big knife or a knife that size like this and just chop it like Devo Stout, Pony Stout style.
Right.
But not everything looks good if you do that. So
not everything, right. Especially with the traditional where you're trying to hit certain points to make it look a certain vibe and
that's right.
And what's the word I'm looking for? Proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But in this realm of locking knives, like, see, the thing with a slip joint is it goes in your pocket. So you get too big pretty quick. But with the locking knives, it's clipped in your pocket. And there doesn't seem to be as much of a concern with that form factor in larger sizes. Like a large Sebenza is big. It's like a 5-inch handle and a 4-inch blade, I think. Something like that. So if anything, going big, I would be comfortable going big on the locking knife. I would certainly be comfortable going small as long as I can make the design work.
Right. You just have to play with it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an interesting proposition to say the least. And I'm interested to see. I'm not going to put you on the spot because I don't do that, but I'm interested to see what other ones you end up doing locking on down the road. I have an idea or two, but I'm not going to put you on the spot. But
I want to try to do most of them. Probably not all of them because they won't.
I think a Venom, since you went there, a Venom would be awesome. Locking.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to have it too. There's no doubt about it. The challenge for me on that one, just right off the top of my head, is like, what's a nail nick going to look like? Because to put a long pull, it has so much curve on the spine of the blade.
Correct.
So is it going to have a long pull? The long pull really lends itself to the middle finger flick. I mean, I suppose you could put a crescent on it and use it as the flick point, but I haven't tried that yet.
I also personally, but this is just KC. I know it may not have been as popular as I think it is, but the K9 would be cool in that as well. That's my other.
The K9, but K9 could lend itself a little better to a long pull.
Yep. I love the K9. It's absolutely one of my favorites.
I've been getting like DMs and stuff and emails. Hey, when are you making more K9s? Like, I've been hearing it, so that pleases
very nice. Me. Well, apparently my Venom has gone. There it is. Okay, geez. Yeah. So I see what you're saying. So it would be a bit of a challenge.
Turn it around so I can see the nail nick side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and even if you could get one in there, is it going to look weird? So I got to figure that out on that one.
Interesting thought. I didn't even think about that, but definitely it would be a little easier on the whatever I just did with the K9. It was right here, I swear. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be at least. There's nail nick side.
Yeah, and there's a precedent for dog legs with long poles. Like I've seen them made that way, so I can kind of do my research there.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I just obviously for me, the handle and blade combo of the Venom is just fan flipping tastic. This is
It's on my
same
list
same.
to give it a
Yeah.
shot.
Yep. Same. Of course, for me with the with the canine. I know I liked the canine a lot more than some people did, but to me, I'm an ergonomics freak. That's and we talk about that. My favorite thing, every video I see on the jet stream, I see people talking about how comfortable it is in a hand, and that's there's actually been, and I haven't really explained this on camera, so I'll do it real quick. I'm not going to spend all night, but some people have talked about kind of the uptick of the blade and how they don't like that aesthetically. And guys, it is 1000% about ergonomics. The whole purpose of that was to give you, without having a hump on the top of the blade, having an uptick so you have a thumb ramp. And that is the whole reason. And it's there. And when you, so my point to you would be to say, don't tell me you think it looks weird and tell me you love how great it feels in the hand. You can't have both. The reason it feels so good in the hand is because of that. And to me, it actually makes you hold it like this, so that you're actually even. But it's just everything I do is about ergos. So back to the knife we were just talking about. The canine to me might be the most comfortable one.
You make so here's an interesting discussion we can have is the balance for a designer between form.
I know. Oops, you still there?
We still there?
Yeah. Something beeped and then you went away and then came back.
Blacked out for a second. So people will, like, I listen to all the feedback I can get. And a lot of the feedback I get would be something where it's like, I understand why you want that because it could theoretically improve the function. Like, let's say, for example, people wanting me to scallop the bolster so they have a little bit easier access to the lock bar, right? Like that's a common feedback I get. Well, if you just put like a crescent shape in here, then I could get to the lock bar easier. It's like, okay, well, that would be function over form. But sometimes as a designer, to get the look you want, you have to prioritize form over function, and you don't always want to do that because you have to have good ergonomics. But if everything was ultra ergonomic, everything would look the same, and you would lose potentially a very distinctive look you're going for. So it's like sometimes as a designer, we have to make choices that prioritize form over function.
Almost.
Look, it's turning gray.
Hey, Derek. Yeah, you're joining my world. My wife was asking today. My wife sometimes asks the weird. She said, "Why are your eyebrows still brown and your beard is gray?" I don't know.
You're like, how'd you just notice that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said to her. I said, "Are you just noticing this?"
But KC, going back to this, like I'm not saying you are always prioritizing function over form, but I think your designs really take into consideration ergonomics and thus the function, and then
I'm not trying to hit like you are a traditional look of some sort. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a different design philosophy.
It is.
Where I think your designs are more driven by the function, the ergonomics,
right?
And mine, I mean, it's there, but I am really focused on the form, like how everything looks and how it's fitted in. Like, do I have crisper edges? Yes, I do. And do some people think they should all be melted? Sure, they do. But then it wouldn't be my artwork,
Right. and I think it's kind of an interesting discussion though, Ben, because I actually think you may or may not believe this, but me trying to push ergonomics when I draw and when I think through things is my art. It is,
100%.
yeah, and it's I think, and do I have these discussions with myself all the way through, about how does that look versus, yes, I do. But, I have thoughts about how I want it to feel, how I want it to feel when it's cutting. And it's, but we're all different. And I think in your case, you're kind of, you're hitting a thing, and I'm making something that hopefully hasn't been done. You know what I'm saying? It's all been done, but you know what I'm saying. Different enough that it hasn't been done, but in your case, you're designing to more, a Barlow pattern or a whatever pattern or a whatever, and I get that. And then you're putting your own flair to it, like the cyborg. I still, every time I think about the cyborg, I just smile because that's been just going, flex. Here's the cyborg, guys. And I think that's super cool. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Goondocks. There's 38 silver and 10 blue left. That's all that's left in the Jetstream world. So, except of course the ones I've set aside for warranty and that kind of thing. There you go. Everybody's giving away my hints. I gave the hint away myself. So, but no, I think it was JD's review I saw today, where JD actually had this discussion on his video about the Jetstream, and I think JD was basically saying, in some cases, Casey chose function over form. And he was okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not an issue of right or wrong. It's about what you bring to the table in your designs and where you focus, where you're putting lines down and why, right?
Right.
That's what it is. Like, you have a philosophy, you have a reason for doing what you do. It's just, it is a balance, and we all have our own biases, on what we want out of our designs. Because if everybody designed for only function over form, everything would look the same,
Yep. Sorry, I was trying to read a couple here and see if I was missing anything.
I don't think so. I'm keeping an eye on them too.
There you go. Yeah, I don't like to miss what people are saying. Got the microburst, then got one for my son. He loved it so much, then got a Jetstream conclusion. I'm hooked on Tempest knives. Yeah. Nice. And again, that's great. And the microburst is a good one to talk about that. I mean, to me, I honestly don't think it looks like anything else. And it definitely has that very ergonomic melt in your hand kind of thing going on. And that's just, it's in the case of the Jetstream, to me, the Jetstream, I would say, is my prettiest knife so far. By the way, hint there too. But it's got the micro milling, it's got nice rounded scales. I think the silver one just kind of says bling. You've got, the pivot and I love what they did. I kind of wish, you have those, Ben, you were talking about decisions. We talked about matching the filler plate with the milling as best we could. And they really nailed that. Let's see, how close can I now lose focus?
Yeah, right, it looks good right there.
But if I had it to do again, I would have done the same with the pocket clip. I don't know why I didn't. I wanted a clean pocket clip, but if I had it to do again, I would have done it. But at this point, it is what it is. They're still beautiful. They got a satin finish on there, really pretty. But you learn things as you do this every time. And you and I talk about this one too. You get a lot of feedback. This is what I tell you guys. Tonight I might get feedback of, you need to make more of X type of knives. And then I might get 5 minutes later, please don't make any of those. You know what I'm saying? So it's really tough to kind of filter through all of the feedback and figure, kind of what you need to adapt and what you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's tough.
Robert said,
very cool, bud.
Can it be said that a good design will lead to good functionality, especially when coming to knives? If the knife can't be used properly, it's poorly designed. Well, the statement, if a knife can't be used properly, it's poorly designed, I agree with that. But that's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like on a spectrum, that's one far end, like poorly designed, or can't be used properly, therefore poorly designed. Agreed. But when you start to get into the middle, where things become a matter of taste, or when you have to, like, if I'm going to improve the function here, I'm going to jeopardize a part of the form that's very important to me and the message I'm trying to get across with the aesthetic of how this thing looks, because looks are important on items with artistic expression. Because if the emotional side of it, the attractiveness didn't matter, we would just be buying something that holds disposable razor blades for
100%.
That's it.
And some people, that's all they do. I get comments all the time of, why do you keep showing all these expensive knives? All I have is a stupid razor from Harbor Freight, and it works just fine. Well,
exactly,
that's your choice.
Well, it's not,
but,
and that's not the point of the conversation.
And I just want to make sure everybody knows. I mean, these are very ergonomic. I mean,
yeah,
there's nothing, but it's an interesting discussion to have, because, like Ben is saying, some of the things he's doing, like, not an ergonomic choice, but a form, is he's not taking a big hunk out here so you can get easier access to lock bar.
No,
that's kind of what we're talking about. But he's
scallops here,
chamfering.
Yep. And you can get your thumb in there and disengage
Absolutely.
it. And there's no struggle.
Yeah. So here's what I would say about the Jack Wolf locking knives. The lock bar is thin, so it moves very easily.
Oh, it definitely does.
And so if a knife has a hard lock bar, then it better have a cutout. In the case of this one, all I have to do is slide my thumb across, and because the lock bar is so thin, meaning thin this way, not tall, if you will, it moves very, very easily. Yeah. So it's not, that one's not a problem for me. Yeah, Barlow always has.
And I would say, if, like, I wouldn't have brought this to market if it was a problem. And I guess I want to focus the discussion on, like, there's no right or wrong when you are at that level of nuance. It's like a matter of preference. But I just think what's interesting to consider is why someone may not have done it that way was because they were achieving a specific form, and they didn't want to make a sacrifice on the form to have the function that's being recommended.
100%. 100%. Yeah, Richard Kasner, you're absolutely correct. Hey, real quick, Ben, I'm going to interrupt. I want to add something here. Now, please, guys, please use one account. Here's your hashtag for the second giveaway. And the reason it's that, guys, is we're giving away something that a member of the community reached out to me today. This is, I'm just going to say it again. This is Bluminati Ninja. Johnny, you guys know him. He's a heck of a dude, and he's going through a whirlwind right now with his mom. And for those of you that haven't been thinking of Johnny and praying for him, please consider doing so. He's going through a hard time, and what's his way but to reach out to us and to do something kind. So I want to highlight that, because we're going to talk next week. Next week is Be Up Night. We're going to talk about Jason Brown, but we're going to talk about just being here for each other and being a part of this community. And guys, by the way, U.S. mailing address is only on the giveaway, please. If you do not have a U.S. mailing address, I will not try to send you the knife. So let's, Johnny, basically, let's just tell you what it is here. He called me today and asked me, I'm getting choked up thinking about it. So asked me to allow him to buy a blue Jetstream, which is what we have here to give away. It is a blue Tempest Jetstream, and he bought it to give away to you guys. So that's what we're doing for the giveaway. How stinking awesome is that? And Johnny, thank you, man, for your support, your love of the community and everything else. I appreciate it. So that is the knife. We'll talk about the rest of the stuff in a minute, but I just wanted to get that in there, Ben, before I didn't. 104 likes. Very cool. That's awesome. So that is our knife we're giving away tonight. There's a flashlight. There's obviously a swag pack. We'll show it real quick, but we'll move on. So we've got the Tim B tool along, a multi-tool sailboat thing, whatever you call that, sailboat. Big swag pack that includes, I got to do this, Ben. I almost forgot something important. Hold on, we're going to take this down for a minute. This is really important. Ashlyn took an exam today and then had to work till 9 o'clock. And so I did not draw you a bunny. Scarlett did. My wife is actually embarrassed for me to show you this, but I think it's hilarious. So this is Killer Bunny number 73. And she drew this for you guys. So, and signed it and everything. So there is tonight's Scarlett wanted you guys to know that Ashlyn did not get her artistic talent from her, nor did she get it from me. But I think Scarlett's is actually better than mine. So there you go. That is your bunny tonight. And then, of course, Trev is out of town working, putting cabinets in somewhere. And so there is the Trev number 133 butter knives fast. So just wanted to show those. And then we have a flashlight, which is the OITE diffuser. And I didn't get it quite back in the box right, but that's okay. It's new, except me reviewing it. So there you go. All right, so that's everything for the giveaway. Again, one entry, guys, please. It's only so much I can say, but one entry. And Johnny, thank you. And guys, if you get a chance, please definitely say thanks to Johnny and to Bluminati Ninja. Thanks. All right, Ben, I'm done. There is your way to enter again. So Ben, what else do we have to talk about? Of course, guys, don't forget, Friday at 2 p.m. is the drop of the After Hours Jack. I will have, of course, I haven't recorded it yet, but trust me, I will have my review up by then. I have been working every weekend for the past 3 months. I don't work any more weekends till the first of the year, Ben. So
that's nice.
Thankfully, hopefully either tomorrow night or Wednesday during the day when I'm working at home, I will get this review recorded and up Thursday is the plan. So it will definitely happen for sure. So very, very cool. But don't forget, guys, also don't forget the Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide Facebook page. And don't forget the giveaway on Instagram on the Jack Wolf Knives account. And guys, this one is super cool because not only you winning a Jack Wolf, you can win an arcane. Which arcane is it?
It's the creature. Yeah, we're doing well. You're not going to win both because we're going to draw two winners, but you have two chances to win, which is better than what we normally got going on.
I meant but you know how that goes sometimes. I didn't
trying to clarify for folks.
No, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. I don't want to get you in trouble. Very cool. Very cool. It's Scarlett, not Charlotte, but close enough. Her mom used to call her Charlotte, and she always used to go, "It's Scarlett, Mom." But I think her mom knows what her name is. But and then Rawhead Spear gifted a membership. Very awesome, sir. Thank you, Josh Branson. See, the DSKFS around here is amazing. So Rawhead Spear, thank you. There's your Dolla Salute. And appreciate it. And speaking of which, guys, I just wanted to say, hold on, let's do this. There we go. It mostly worked. I wanted to say, Ben has been, did I just say that correctly? Ben has been a big member of this community for a long, long time too. Ben, I think you and I talked at that Blade show 2 years ago, and you started coming in the chats and and you do these giveaways and you have a community on your Facebook group. And I think, we talk about community, but I see you do community, and then to share your designs with us reviewers so we can get them out and show them to people. I think it's cool that you do that. So
that's all. To me, it's super important. Like,
yep,
this is a hobby. We do this for fun. We do this. We all work hard, and then for people to be willing to spend their hard-earned money on my stuff, like, that's a huge blessing. So I want to be available and approachable and helpful, and a part of the social structure that exists around this, because I want the knives to be fun. I want it to be entertaining. Of course, it needs to work. I don't want to like take that away. Like, yes, it's a high quality knife, but there's more to it.
Right.
And that's what I want. That's what I want to experience, like not just for my customers, but for me too.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, and that's why I gave away a microburst earlier. I mean, you guys helped me get to 14,000, and it's my way of saying thank you, and really really cool. Ben, the other thing I want to say back to what we were talking about earlier, the size of this thing. I used this twice at work today, and again, guys, if you want to know if Ben's knives can do work, talk to Freak Show EDC. He will tell you these things. It's not just a pretty knife. This is most definitely a mean slicing knife. I mean, it really, really is. And yes, now I have cardboard everywhere, like I always do. So just wanted to point that out as well. Really, really cool work knife as well. I mean, I think we all got to work on our. I came into this when I first started doing reviews, and I had a very staunch, for a work knife, it needs to be this, 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 and this. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned very quickly that it doesn't always have to be that way. It's whatever that person decides is. I mean, by the way, I think the Jetstream is a fantastic work knife. It definitely is, and I've already heard from several people that are using it. It's a premium work knife. So if you don't want to get it beat up, then don't do that. But yeah, are we ever going to know who the OEM is for Jack Wolf? I don't run away from stuff, Ben. There you go. No. The answer is no. So that was a very easy question. Yeah, Ben is crushing it, Lord Needham. You got that right. Very cool. Lean Mean Slicing
What's
Machine.
Up, Needham?
You got that right.
Good to see you.
Yep. So that just really, really cool. And guys, just don't forget, I have now you can't get discounts. So please listen to me carefully. But there are dealers that I'm affiliated with, like White Mountain, like Traditional Pocket Knives, like SMKW. And if you use my links, it helps the channel. So remember that when you go do it on Friday as well. Yeah, the pinion for when stuff gets nasty. There you go, Jim. That works. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and draw this giveaway, and then we're going to wrap up fairly soon here. So if you have not, let's see how many we have in here. We have 97. I think we have 119 people in here. So let's give it 30 seconds. If you have not entered, do hashtag DSK. Hey, Kevity, what's up, man? Do hashtag DSKFS now. Pivotal. There will be a few pinions coming, but they're going to be customized ones. I saved a few aside for Freak Show and I to do some work to, and we're going to do that. And then we will have a few. I mean, it's like 6 or 7. That's all I have. So be on the lookout. Probably be a while because I keep getting way too busy. All right, Ben, I'm not shying away from questions. We'll go ahead and
we could talk about it. We haven't talked about it in a while. So originally the conversation with the OEM was they wanted a non-disclosure. And that was, at first I was like, it kind of sucks, but if I wanted to do the deal with them, those were the terms. Now, at this point, would they allow me to say who it is? Well, I have a lot more, I don't want to say leverage over them, but I guess I've got some because I've, ran a lot of projects with them, but and I've had plenty of time to think about it. And this is my thoughts on this. So you guys are buying from me. You're buying a Jack Wolf knife. I represent the brand. I represent the product. So the reputation, the quality, the reputation of quality and customer service has been established by me. I represent that product. So if you have a problem, you will come to me and I will take care of you. any preconceived notion you have about some OEM and what they make is irrelevant here, because I'm being judged on what I produce and what I provide to you guys. So frankly, I don't see the value in sharing that information. And truthfully, at this point, it could be a disservice to my business if I were to share that information and people go running off to try to buy a bunch of knives from these guys and screw up my whole production. So at this point, it's potentially a competitive advantage.
100%. You know, the other part that's really fun, I get in groups sometimes and dudes are always trying to guess. And I think it's this one, and I think it's that one, because they made this and they did that. So you take away all my fun of watching all these people trying to figure it out. When even if we do figure it out, it's not like you're going to tell us. You don't tell anybody anything.
Well, and it's not going to make any difference whether someone knows or not. I think the desire to know is just for the sake of knowing, but that doesn't really change anything. Like, ultimately, I'm responsible for what I produce, and you're going to come to me if there's an issue. Now, I just want to share this too. Like, there's this, let's take Best Tech. There's this misconception that Best Tech is an OEM. So if I were to answer the question, these knives, Best Tech was the OEM for these knives, you realize Best Tech makes nothing. They're a trading company. They're a middleman. So they're no different than me. I arranged to have these knives made, and then I sold them.
And by the way, there's several like that. It's not just Best Tech. QSP does some of that. Kaiser does a lot of that. There's, you know, they're not all making their own things.
Correct. And we don't even know what goes on over there, really.
Yep. No, we don't.
So, you know, be careful with your quote unquote knowledge of who's making what over there, making decisions before you actually interact with the product, because you may talk yourself out of something that's perfectly fine, or put too much credence in something that's not going to meet your expectation. You know, in other words, buy the seller. That's the first thing something I've learned the hard way, is that you don't buy the deal, you buy the seller. So buy from someone you trust and use your critical thinking skills to get your hands on a product and decide for yourself if it meets your expectations.
And by the way, and we've already seen a demonstration that if whatever manufacturer, let's just say tomorrow Ben switches OEMs. He's not, but let's just say he did. Ben isn't going to let you have a product that isn't up to what he wants.
No, we've inspect every single one of these things.
Right.
We've inspected thousands of these
we've
things.
seen that already. We've seen him pull something back, you know, and wait, what was it? 9 months to get it out, you know, because he didn't want you guys to have it. It's substandard. Right. And so I don't know that it matters. He happens to have found a manufacturer that's doing what he wants. And I get it. I mean, we'd all love to know. Like JB says, he would like to congratulate him for making the best slip joint on the market. But at the same point, you know, I don't know that it matters to me anymore. I don't. It only would. And by the way, people think
desires to know.
Right, and people think you have told me, and I'm hiding it. Guys, trust me. Ben has told me squat, nothing, zero. I don't have a clue of what's next. I just happened to make a really good guess this time for once out of 30 times. So
I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day, isn't it?
Exactly. So there you go. All right, let's draw this real quick. And how many entries do we have now? Let's just see. 101. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. All right. 101 entries, guys. Let's see who our winner is. Slowing down. About that time. Jay Corskadden. Jay, very cool. I hope you have a U.S. mailing address, Jay. I know where Jay lives.
He's like, I can find one.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, and you know what was hilarious is the third from the last name was Bluminati Ninja. So if he had won his own giveaway, that would have been funny. But Jay, you win a blue Tempest Jetstream and the OITE Diffuse, and then all of the, well, of course, the tool along and all of the Knives Fast swag and goodies. So congratulations, Jay. Definitely send me that email, knivesfast@gmail.com. And Bluminati, thank you, my friend. I don't know. I mean, Ben, this guy, seriously, I don't want to get too detailed because I don't think he'd want me to, but his mom is struggling, and that means he's struggling. And, for him to just reach out like he's been doing, giving memberships, and now give something away to brighten somebody else's day, I think speaks volumes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just really cool stuff. So just I was telling my wife about it, and she was like, wow. So just crazy. So definitely, if you would, Jay, just go ahead and send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. And yeah, exactly, Jay. And we'll get it worked out. Send me your name and your address and all that, and we'll get it out your way. Appreciate that. All right. So, Ben, in closing, Jack Wolf. Oh, by the way, I didn't do one more important thing. One of the things I always talk about.
Yeah, the art.
I did not. Yeah, I forgot to talk about the artwork. So this is a first run. So this is Sean Tiffany. Mm-hmm. So you have Jack with his after hours date, if you will.
That is correct.
And you have your after hours Jack neon. My camera's not doing it justice, guys. This is pink and blue, and it looks really daggone cool. What he does with that stuff is super cool. So, and you get the pog in there, of course.
Check out the sticker too.
Yeah, the sticker. Let's see if we can get the. I must have shoved it all back in here very haphazardly. Oh, come on, Casey. I can't get the sticker out, Ben.
There you go.
There you go. And so there's the sticker as well, open after hours. Very cool. I like that. And the sunglasses and the whole thing. That is freaking cool. JackWolfKnives.com. So really, really cool. Guys, and he gives you 2 stickers in there. And Ben, what's your goal of 2 stickers?
Use one and keep one in the can if you ever want to, so you have a complete set or if you ever want to sell it. But I want to see you guys use one.
Yeah, and I almost forgot to point out something very important, guys. When you open the package, be careful, okay? There is a tiny Ziploc bag with your filler plate if you want to lose the clip. It is tiny, and I almost threw it away. I dropped it in the floor, and it would have got sucked up by the vacuum. And so definitely be careful there. If you buy one, your filler plate is in a tiny itty-bitty Ziploc bag. So look for that for sure. And, of course, you're going to get a slip.
That's right.
So Ben wanted you guys to have a happy Christmas. So there you go. That's what we're going with. So very, very cool. All right. Sorry, I was reading a message there. All right, Ben, I'm going to let you go and get some dinner and spend some time with your family. Again, I really appreciate you coming on once a month with us. I think it's enlightening and helpful and really, really cool. I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you.
If anybody gets one of these, let me know what you think. Give me your feedback. I appreciate everybody's feedback. I'm constantly trying to continually improve what I'm doing. My conversation earlier about not changing my design's form over function doesn't mean I'm not open-minded and willing to make improvements, right? I don't want to come across as someone who doesn't listen. So if you got constructive criticism for me, or even if you just want to yell at me, whatever, just reach out to me and let me know what you think.
Or if you broke off your blade in a block of cheese.
Yeah, if you broke your blade in a wheel of cheese and need me to ship it to Lebanon.
He's
instead
not
of to my dealer.
Right. Exactly. So my only constructive criticism is me. Okay. I'm just not as good. I do it every time. It's just, I don't know, front flipping to me, but thank God we have this, because that's what I do anyway. I just, So that's not really even constructive criticism because there's nothing wrong with the front flipper on this. It is perfect. I just suck at it.
Yeah, you seem to be doing just fine.
But I'm getting used to it. Yes, I'm getting very used to it. It took me a while to kind of get it. I think what you have to do is you have to allow the jimping to do the work. And what I was trying to do is use leverage more than the jimping. And you have to just allow the jimping to hook your finger.
There's
once I caught that, I got it. I'm coming to you, Robert. I'm not forgetting you. Hold on. Go ahead, Ben.
It just takes some practice. Before I leave, Casey, can we plug the handkerchiefs that I dropped on Friday?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I have not seen that. I heard you talk about it, but let me do that.
They're pretty cool.
I did not see.
We got, I think, about 19 left. And I haven't email blasted them, so I think if I
is it under merch?
Yeah, merch.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay. All right. So let me go up here and I'm sorry, this takes a minute. Stop screen, present, share screen. Bam. Bam. All right, there we go. So we will zoom this sucker in.
Or just click the listing, Casey, and then click the picture. It'll blow up if you click the picture.
Oh, I think I did. Did I? Oh, click the picture. I got you.
Or the little thing in the bottom corner. There it is.
All right, guys. I promise I see your super chats, and I'll get to them momentarily. There you go. That is cool. And is that Sean's artwork, or is that?
Yep, that's Sean's artwork from the Gunslinger. It's 8x8, and it has a microfiber on the back, like a black microfiber layer. So if anybody has a Gunslinger or just likes the art, they're $25 plus shipping, gets you right at $30.
That's not bad too. That's very nice.
And the quality is really good.
Really nice.
And there's
so yeah, $25.
And there's another picture that has the knife on it, kind of shows it at scale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
If you hit like escape,
go back.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. There you go.
Yeah, shows it at scale.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm not great at driving this thing. I'm sorry. Very cool. Yeah, and that looks cool. I like the red. The red's a good match with it too. Very cool. That's awesome. And I bet you guys, if these are successful, you'll see more. So definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I've already sold enough of them to have the confidence to do another one. I think I'll probably do that after hours one because people seem to like that.
And yeah, then, that's really nice.
I'd like to do a cyborg one too because that art was pretty sick.
Yep. Very, very cool. I like that a lot. All right. Thanks for letting me know. I almost forgot, but we'll let you go. And then I'm going to do a couple of these super chats and then wrap it up here. Thanks, Ben.
We'll see y'all later,
my brother. Have a great one. All right, guys. So Robert Raynone did a $14 super chat. Appreciate you, my friend. Obviously 14 for 14K. Thank you. There is your Dolla Salute. And of course, we're going to try to see if I butcher this. Oops, hold on. Don't do anything. Got it. Got it, Robert. Got it. Didn't screw it up at all. All right. And then I saw Bluminati. Haven't you done enough? Good Lord, man. Yes. Well said, Bluminati. There is your Dolla Salute, my friend. Yeah, you got it, man. We talk about that a lot around this family, and you got it right. And here you go, brother. Nice. Nice. All right. Very, very cool. Yeah, the Hank is really neat. It really is. So that is what I've got for you guys. Now, don't forget, next Monday night is going to be fun. We are talking about Be Up. Jason Brown and just DSKFS and being a true member of the community. Matisfaction is joining us. I'm trying to see if I can get Grumpy on here for a little bit if he's still here. Everybody give him a little bit of I know he's got reasons, guys. Don't pick on him too bad. But if Grumpy can come on, that'll be good. Big Red is going to be in Florida, but I'm still trying to get him to do a video. And yeah, we're gonna talk about Jason, but we're gonna talk about the community. We're gonna talk about just Whoops about that. Apparently, didn't mean to do that. So sorry. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the 18th at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. I am planning on going live this Friday for week in review. And maybe it'll be as crazy as last Friday. Jeez. I am still, if you missed that one, go back and watch it. That was a riot. I was absolutely speechless. Hey Ed, I missed you, man. I'm sorry. There was so much with talking to Ben and everything. Sorry, I miss people in here, and it makes me mad that I do that. And I'm very sorry. Appreciate all of you being here, whether I called out your name or didn't. Thank you very, very, very much to all of you for being here. Now, I saw the email come through from our first winner, Kirby Smith, and I'm waiting for the email, or I may have already gotten it from Jay for the jet stream. And then I will be working after the stream to get those ready to ship out. And very, very excited for that. Thank you again to Bluminati Ninja. Guys, just really was a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. Yeah, Jim. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. I'm bracing myself. You guys are way too kind. Way too kind. It's mind-blowing. Now, don't forget, unless some sold during the stream and I haven't seen it, which wouldn't surprise me, there are 10 blue jet streams left, and that is it. So if you want blue, you probably ought to get in line pretty quickly here. I would assume in the next few days, the blue will be gone at the rate they've been going. That's my guess. Yeah, so definitely check it out. And for those of you that have already bought Jetstreams, thank you, guys. It's the most successful knife to date. I'm very excited about the next knife, which I will be sharing with you in the next couple of weeks, what that one looks like. Oh, thank you, David Helka. Again, Experience Precision as well. Anybody I missed saying hi to tonight, I'm really sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it, brother. Robert, thank you. Jim, thank you. Fook Doozle, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Miss Mike Curtis and Mrs. C. Thank you to my moderators. Grumpy was helping for a little while there, and we had, of course, Tim B, always giving you guys the deals, and our buddy Keith and I Freak and Jeremy Freak Show EDC. We got lots of mods, and they are very, very, very awesome. So thank you to each and every one of you for being here. Yeah, and don't forget, if you got a new membership tonight and you've not been a member before, send me an email as well, and I'll get you some stickers out. Probably in a few days. It's probably not going to be today or tomorrow, but I'll work on that ASAP. So thank you to the new members. And I'm going to get off of here because I'm tired. And I've been on here for 2 hours and 10 minutes. So, yes, I saw that, Alice. I did. I sent one to, there's one other reviewer that has one that hasn't mentioned it yet. So hopefully they will at some point before they're all gone. But yeah, Jared did a really cool, and he says he's going to do another video coming up. So very, very cool. There's videos from a lot of different people now. So very awesome. All right, guys, I am wrapping it up. Thank you again. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, that like button on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed and that you've hit the notification bell. Let's talk about that real quick. If you haven't hit the notification bell, that's what tells you when new videos are coming out. And the quicker you watch them, the more YouTube pulls it out, puts it out into the algorithm. So definitely consider doing that. And yep. And what did I miss? Tree Stab and Troy, have a good one. Derek, I mean, everybody. It would be impossible to mention everybody. Thank you all for your support and your awesomeness, guys. And thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel. Have a great one, guys.